everyone, welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. It is currently Tuesday, October the 15th, 2024, 9:02 AM. Current temperature is 24.2 degrees Celsius, 81% humidity. We've had 30.4 millimeters of rain since 9 AM yesterday. I'm your host Brad and welcome to Bestestimes Reborn. Still a bit of a walk into town due to the, looks like it's going to rain any minute. I'm using the rainproof camera, waterproof camera, just to get as much as I can and using the wireless microphone, hoping that I can use this all the way and it doesn't rain. Get better audio, handles wind and noise reduction a lot better. But anyway, we're walking over Goondi Hill at the moment. We're now mosey on into town. Basically, Goondi Hill to Coles. I don't think I'll record back, but gives you a bit of an idea of anyway what it's like along here. This particular time on this particular day. It's towards the railway station there. I don't get to show that too often. Stopping people around. Show that as much as we can. We've got horizon leveling on, or horizon balancing as they call it on this camera. Hopefully by the time you see this video I'll have the new version of this. That's the hope. But I don't know. Have to wait and see. There's your family barber and Jasmine Thai massage across there, and then the Goondi Hill Hotel. When there's a chance of getting saturated by the rain, I sort of rush a little bit more. You can still see as much detail as I can. Just down Station Street. Do the best I can. Got this lawn freshly mowed. Guy coming out with the boat. It's going fairly slow so I can get across. Yeah, one thing I'd love the council to do, and I don't know if it's an expensive thing, is put these on all the big dips on the way to town. These little bridges. That would really help. Like near Super Cheap and that. Some of them are pretty bad. Like if you got mobility issues, I think that would be a lot easier with those than with the standard big dip and then up. Like a big U-shaped dip in some of these. I'll show them. I'll take it up to them and that. Jury's plumbing here. Ampol and Metro service stations. And the mobile down there. And a random trolley, of course. Can't go most places around Innisfail without seeing a random trolley. Tends to be the thing. It's a Goodyear auto care. Also Innisfail tyre and brake. We're coming up on this lonely trolley. I think when you think about where trolleys have been, and if they don't get cleaned, then what you're putting your food on into and all that. It's a Coles trolley. It's a public phone. I'm still used to saying pay phones, but I've been stopping myself and saying public phones because you don't pay to use them anymore within Australia anyway. Castlereagh Street, yeah, when you're calling within Australia, that is. It's Castlereagh Street. The old Goondi Hill Bakery here. Oh. The old Goondi Hill Bakery, which I think has been sold. It was under contract last time I read it on the sign. So I don't know if that fell through or not. I didn't actually look then. There's Innisfail Motors Group. Yeah, just to show where things are and how things were. But nice they fixed this up. Got rid of the gravel. Actually a nice Really good driveway would be great. So the gravel doesn't go on the path. Exactly nice to walk on. There's your Goondi auto wash. It was built in 2007. I remember because I've got photos from then when it was being built, and they have 2007 written on it. Mobile 24-hour across there, the service station. At the time of recording this, they do really good jaffles. Overpriced now at the time of recording this, but nice nevertheless. It's Carbuda Street coming up and 180 Edith Street. Carbuda. And there's your signage for the dog wash and all that. Professional car detailing. Network car rental, all that. Back where we just came from, you can see there is rain coming. It's a bit of a worry for audio wise. I'll have to put the wireless microphone away. Just gotta go past. And we'll continue on. The 180 Edith Street signage. The only thing that's still relevant there, that's still available at the time of this, it's still there, is a bike shop, Hoochie's Lounge, Signal and Tropical Coasting. Tropic Cartridges and Printing, so it's the last three. Oh, and the Hearing Australia is still there at the time of recording this. Yeah, Wobbling Bicycles are still there. We better look at 180 as we go past, as much as we can anyway. And the time limit, due to the rain. Get the plant shop and queue across there, which I never see anyone going into. Doesn't mean they don't, it's just I don't see them doing it. Lots of glass on the footpath there, it's been there for a while now. Hasn't been tidied up. You think people would do it with 180 would take pride in it and clean it up. But anyway, that's just life. Should be back in this there. Innisfail Marine and Outdoors, what do they call it? Coastal Marine. Yeah, Coastal Marine and Outdoors. It's had a couple of names over the years, different people had it. Yeah, see, these sort of things just attract mud. There's dunk, which is not good for, because it's quite bumpy. It's not good for people with scooters and mobility scooters and all that. And straight back to Coastal Marine and Outdoors. We'll get up there. There's a crossing right there, isn't there? Just walking across randomly. I don't know. But anyway, there's your Coastal Marine and Outdoors here. That's Pelican Street. Right there. Anyway, show the other way. Just because of these people. We're nearly up at Maurice Grosso Motors. There's Maurice. It's interesting to show what places look like. I know I can't wait to look back in 20 years' time and see the difference, or even longer. As long as possible away, be able to see, wow, you know, the place isn't there anymore, that building's not there anymore, it is, or, oh, that business is still around now. All right, you have those sort of moments. It's pretty awesome. So, it's the old Wyong Chinese restaurant. Been up police for a fair while now. No one's taken it over. Going by the photos on their post on real estate, I think it was realestate.com.au, it actually shows that it's still fully set up the way it was as a restaurant, just like a time warp, which is not looked after. So anyway, there's Repco, a way better home living and retrofit that used to be here in the yellow building, this yellow building anyway. You got Repco here, and you get up to Ibis Street. Got flying fuels across there. The fuel truck. Page Park. Commonwealth Hotel. Now we've shown you this stuff a lot, but it's still interesting to look back. See, like people now are more like, well, you know, I can come and have a look myself if I want to see this. Yeah, it's nice to support channels doing this sort of stuff because, you know, there'll be a time when it'll be years later and you'll be wondering what it was like. There's a big dip here. It mightn't show up on video, but it's a pretty big dip. I saw a lady the other day on an electric wheelchair struggling and had to come all the way up here and across. Like, it's fine on the other side, as far as I can tell. The Volvo. Yeah, see, here's fine. As far as I can tell for a mobility person. But if you've got even just walking issues, it can be an issue. Or when people go to the Chinese restaurant up here and they super cheap auto and they like to park. Here's the part that really annoys me. They like to park on the actual footpath. I noticed it the other day, someone doing that. Of course, it makes it really hard when you're trying to walk along. And they do that. You got to go out down on the part that's on an angle. It goes down to the guttering and that. Makes it very hard. So yeah, they'll park just here. If they've got the bins there, you think about people with crutches or mobility scooter, you know, any of that stuff, it's going to be an issue. Kitchen closed, pick up only on the Wyong sign. Yeah. Furniture World. It's weird that this side's only more like a standard billboard style, and the other side's the electric thing. Yeah, it's weird how they've done it. I'm sure having the other side the way it is would have offset a lot of cost. I assume. There's your Pets Domain. Studio Cafe, Innisfail. Innisfail Budget Backpackers, Kayla Lawyers, and Rebel Coffee, but there's the new sign. It won't be new by the time you see this though. It's hard to show from down here. You've got to be out on the road a bit or across the road to really show it. There's your phone computer repairs. I don't know if it's the same chappie that still owns it, because the building was up for sale and then it was under contract and then it was sold. There were signs out, so I can tell that it happened. I don't know if it's the same guy that people say is really good at fixing phones and computers and all that. Charles Street, there's an ambulance. But yeah, there was a sign. That little fence there. Under contract and that. There's your NQ Power Equipment. They're getting rid of the RACQ side of it. I read that on Facebook. Oh, there's 3 ambulances. I wonder why there's 3 around. If anything has happened or they're just out doing what they're going to do, who knows. Yeah, see, here it gets a bit steep too. And when there's a lot of rain around, a lot of flooding, it floods all the way through here. You can see that on my flood videos. All the way down here and that, so a bit of a worry. You have to walk all the way back once you realise. And you got these gutterings with the gap through it, which really annoy me, these gutters. If you're on a mobility scooter or even a bike, you can get done by those. I like it when they got like a metal grate over it or something. Oh, yeah, the humidity. It's the ambulance. Charles Street. Yeah, this used to be an old service station back in the day. So we'll go up here a little bit and then cross over behind these vehicles. But here's your NQ Power Equipment. Yeah, I don't know why they're getting rid of the RACQ part of it. Hopefully someone else takes it on. A reliable business is going to last. Takes it on. Oh, the drive-thru is closed. KFC. probably by the time you see this, the corner of Lily Street and Ernest Street will probably be finished, or taking enough shape that you'll be able to tell what it is. There's always rubbish on the ground here. It just gets trampled, stuffed in by the cars and that. Here's the one of the other culprits, the bad ones here. Put one of those bridges on each side. A lot safer for anybody, really, not just mobility scooter people. Here's KFC. Yeah, it looks a bit worse for wear. Doesn't get cleaned off enough on the outside or the inside. If you know, you know. If you've been in there and there's just stuff everywhere because I don't get someone to check the restaurant part regularly. Then, ugh, yeah. Anyway, here's your tech tune here. Across to the car yard over here, the one that used to be IC Taylor's. Died on Coast Ford now. So I just want to see up here and then we'll cross over. There's a part, the old Sepoy house. It's going to rain any minute. So I might be waiting before I go home to making my purchases. But there's a thing up here I reported to Snapchat Solve. Couldn't tell whether it was Telstra or what it was, but there's a lid up here off this manhole cover. Because the lid was off and upside down, I didn't want to touch it. Don't know whether it was Telstra or what it was, but it's close to a Telstra pit. It's going to rain any minute. I can feel little spits. Yeah, this here, where the X is. So it's been fixed back up. Shane Ganouth. Anyway, let's continue along. We're going to have to put this microphone away, but this here gets a pretty big dip and it floods too. Yeah, imagine being on a mobility scooter or on crutches or something like that and having to go good dunk down here and then up this sort of a ramp type bit. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think that would be the smartest option. I'd say come down here or even up further where that little bridge thing is. Goes over the Gladys Street. Waiting for these vehicles. And that lady giving me a weird look. You get used to it. It's annoying, but you get used to it. That's what I do. Now, you think people would have seen me all these years. I've been doing this since not long after YouTube started. You think people would recognize, oh, yeah, he's just doing that. He's fine. He's not causing any harm or anything. Yeah, this was put in last year, this pathway here. You can see a video of it getting done in my update videos. Continue along here. Hopefully this video's turning out quite clear, quite nice. Bus stop to Cairns direction. Looks like old Gaz. Gary. Hey. Oh, there you go. Trying to beat the rain, or it would have stopped him. A couple of minute chat with Gary, but his taxi came. That's back towards the mobile, Cairns direction, KFC and all that. Continue along. Coming the other way, so that's it. Privacy. These people. There's a Telstra phone and the public toilets, which get locked at night now, which I understand why. Yeah, I want to get undercover so I can put the microphone that away, so that it's not, so the audio is a lot better. So, Anzac Memorial Park and the Anzac Memorial King George Memorial Gate, which I wish they'd tidy up regularly and paint and make it look nice. I don't know whose responsibility that is, whether it's RSL, whether it's council, or what. There's Ernest Street, heading towards Subway, McDonald's, KFC, BP, places like that. Subway, I think I said Subway, and so forth. So, anyway, we'll continue over here to Coles and we'll stop once we get undercover. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's the best of times keeping memories alive for us and future generations to see. There's a Tesla. Much appreciate the viewership. If you want to donate to the channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. There's also a super thanks button provided by YouTube itself and Google. YouTube's owned by Google at the time we're recording this. So, there's that. Sure. Thank you. So, yeah, so there's that. There's also an Amazon wishlist if you want to donate products to the channel that would help the channel to grow. Anyway, stay safe, stay cool, and we'll catch you in the next one. So, where the Coles trolleys look at the moment. It's just interesting to look back and see. And we'll catch you next one.